I'm Robert Noll. This is number 60 daily blues lesson of 365 shorts. Practice routines. We're going to be doing this from time to time. I'm going to come out with a video for you, one of these shorts, to talk about practice routines, what you're doing to really learn. Hey, it's all about science of how the brain learns, how we learn these instruments, how we learn to jam, improvise, how we learn music theory, how we learn, like going to college. You got to go, you got to show up, but then you got to make use of your time. You can waste your time. So I've got a chart that is available for my students. It's a basic routine chart to give you an idea. Routines can change. You learn to tweak them in. You learn to make them better all the time. You don't want to waste your time. You want to learn to use your time effectively. It's valuable these days. I like it for myself, practicing when I get up in the morning, before I go out and do things or whatever, and then at the end of the day, when I'm mellowing down. So a couple times during the day, I refresh myself again. But there's other methods too. There's other routines to get into. There's all kinds of routines to tweak in. So I would just recommend that you start with the pie chart, and you so much percentage of this, that, maybe it starts off with a little meditation and just relaxing and thinking and meditating on what you're working on and what you're doing, what's important to you. Then you do your warm-ups, maybe your skills, you relax, and then you get into the memorizing of your scales. You're memorizing of arpeggios, chords, intervals, studying concepts and theory. That's a part of the pie. And then you go into maybe just playing some progressions, learning some chord progressions, memorizing study concepts with chords and progressions, and maybe it's playing with jam tracks, okay? Or going online on YouTube, and maybe you're learning from one of these other guys and learning some songs, and you do a little bit of that, and then you come back and you get into your improvising and soloing for a certain amount of time. And then it's a review. Then you go back to the warm-ups that you did and review them again. Review the scales, the arpeggios, the forms that you're learning, that you're memorizing. So there's a whole lot of things to do, and it can be different. You can have a routine for almost every day of the week, and you might even make one up so you have it in front of you, and that you're looking at, well, I need to spend so much time in this, and you start tweaking it in. You'll start seeing that having a routine is one of the best things you'll ever do. You get into it, you learn to stick with certain things that are important, and now you're working. Now you're going to get into really getting the brain to memorize and to learn, and you will learn to keep tweaking in your practice routine, even on